This is Dr. Ross Ewage, and you're listening to my fellow at the university, Dr. Vincent West, on the FANTASM Podcast.
Phantasm.
Hey, it's Dr. Vincent West, the FANTASM Podcast. I'm here with my good friend, repeat offender, Dr. Ross Ewage.
What's up?
And we are watching a movie that you picked today.
That's right. We're going to watch Silent Rage with Chuck Norris.
The master fighter of our time. But not even he could imagine the power of the indestructible man he is about to face. A creation of science whose only thought is to survive. The unstoppable terror of Silent Rage. Now, Chuck Norris must destroy him.
Dan, watch out!
In a final battle to the death and beyond. Silent Rage.
And that's why I was waiting to reveal to you the Lone Star Texas beer, all the way from Texas to Atlanta for this special.
It's amazing.
So,
Thank you, sir. It's awesome.
I have not seen this movie. It was recommended to me.
I've never seen it either.
We're going to watch Walker, Texas Ranger take on a psychotic, deranged, and DNA-enhanced serial killer.
It sounds perfect. I think it'll be lots of fun.
It's got to be at least as good as watching Steven Seagal take on an army of aliens or some other stupid genre mashup. I think it's, well, time overdue that Kung Fu took on some fucking some psychotic slasher film shit.
Yeah, it would be fun. It would definitely be fun.
So I'm just trying to imagine Jackie Chan in Friday the 13th. You definitely could have taken out Jason's mom. I know that for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we're starting on the very exciting. That is a fucking phenomenal piece of stained glass art. Looks like if you mixed it, dick with tits.
I thought, until you told me about this film, I thought I had seen most of his 80s stuff, but I definitely have never seen this.
I never heard of this one. But yeah, that was my longtime collaborator, Sean McGrath, recommended it when I asked him to recommend a movie I hadn't seen. He's quite up on all the slasher flicks.
Cool.
I'm more of a comedy zombie guy myself, and Necronomicons. Although we tried on tour, we tried to have a Friday the 13th marathon, so I got all the movies, but I only made it to like 2 before I fell asleep. There's a lot of not killing that happens in those movies. It's
yeah. Have you played the video game yet?
We were which one? The new one?
Yeah.
No, we actually have on this tour. One of the tech brought a video game emulator that has about 6,000 games on it. So we're playing the NES Friday the 13th. Not nice. It's a terrible fucking game. It's awful. Jason just pops up out of nowhere. You got just teen campers throwing knives, and the gameplay makes zero fucking sense. It's only a step above E.T. for retarded. So this looks like Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah.
He's gonna go get a bottle of Merlot and piss off the Paul Giamatti.
No, I think you would like the. It's pretty fun. It's online. We play
It's online. It's like, what is it, like a multiplayer online?
Yeah, like somebody's Jason and everybody else is a counselor. It's pretty.
Well, how do you draw straws for that? Everybody wants to be fucking Jason.
You can set it up, and the thing, and what's funny is Jason is so hard to control. Like, I don't ever, like, I'll quit the fucking game when we play it. I'll just turn it because it's so hard. Even Kane Hodder that did all the mods for it, like, he hates playing as Jason. He's like, this sucks.
Oh, damn. So it's actually weird. We got a bunch of shit kids yelling shit. I like these shit kids. I still have no idea. Is this like a housing tenement?
Something.
I don't know.
He's on something.
This is the psycho. You don't look so good. That is what we call acting, folks.
I can't make it.
Oh, that fucking doesn't help. Just hang up on your doctor when you're having issues. It's no big deal. Alright, so he's attending. But why are you yelling at him? It's your fucking stupid kids.
Yeah, it's
oh my god, kill her first. I hate her.
He's freaked out.
She sucks. I'll just go chop some wood, take out my frustration. He does not know how to chop wood. He is definitely losing it.
So what is your favorite Friday the 13th film?
Oh, probably, dude, it's fuck. I'm gonna get grief for this. I really like fucking Jason vs. Freddy and Jason 10, and 7 is also really good. Although we were watching 6. Fuck me, that's right. We did get to 6, and for some reason I had always never seen that one. I seen with Corey for all the ones 6. I skipped. I mean, everybody should skip 5. That one sucks.
It is.
But 6, I hadn't seen in a while, and I was like, holy fuck, this is a lot funnier and self-aware than I remember it being.
Yeah, it's
yeah, and that's why, that's when he finally becomes like a zombie, and it's got some fucking good. It's got the guy from Return of the Living Dead in it, the younger guy.
Yeah.
Taking over for Corey Feldman, better actor too.
Oh, totally agree with you.
Probably a better singer.
He's got a fucking litter of kids.
Pretty much anyone's a better singer than Corey Feldman.
He's in the game too. Like if you
Corey Feldman?
No, the
Tommy.
But it's the Jarvis from Part 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn it! I want to be the one like you have to have like a level where you have to shave your head and freak Jason out.
Although they did put the Part 4 stage in it where you can go in the party house and in the Jarvis house. It's actually and you can go up Corey Feldman's room and it's got his mask laying there and all that
Can
shit.
you dance like Crispin Glover?
No, but that would be amazing.
I tried. I can't even do that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! First kill, 5 minutes in. That's good. Nice where they did that. Have that guy running in backwards so you couldn't see the makeup already on him. Is that supposed to be a callback to The Shining, or is this? Yeah, it must be. Go out the window, stupid. I'm assuming we'll get some kind of fucking flashback of why this guy's a psycho losing it. Maybe not, who cares? She deserves it. Fuck you. You need to die.
I'm about to get the axe.
You need to get kung fu. Alright. We have 2 confirmed kills so far. But he didn't kill the kids, which would have helped everyone. Fuck yeah. Uh-oh. How's he going to take this guy on without his beard? Chuck Norris has no beard. He can't punch out of his beard. I did not expect the giant confrontation this soon. Maybe this isn't the main bad guy. Maybe we're just establishing that Walker, Texas Ranger has a long history of taking out serial killing psychos.
He walks up and knocks on the fucking door.
Anyone home? Hello? Knock knock.
Yeah, he's still got like the 70s stash.
Yeah. Remarkably calm knowing that there was an axe murderer in there. Assuming everyone just saw that axe murder. Let me check this closet. I think the guy's upstairs, the guy that had the axe that was looking out the window. Well, you gotta check everything, so. This is remarkably placid sheriff. Just chilling. Oh, it's a nice place. What the mortgage on a place like this is. Let's check it out. The decor's good. It's a lovely homemaker.
It's funny too because so you got this movie which I've never seen, and then Lone Wolf McQuaid. I guess he's a Texas Ranger in that.
He's a Texas Ranger in a lot of shit. My favorite was when I saw the episode of Walker, Texas Ranger, where he dyes his hair with shoe black and joins with the Mexicans to figure out.
Oh my God!
Yes, he does. Yes, Chuck Norris did brown face for a fucking episode.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But it's all for the greater good because white guys got to help out the Mexicans. They can't do it for themselves. Are we referencing Nosferatu? Nice shadow work. Let me just calmly lay down next to this body. Those guys.
He's definitely dead.
He got an axe in the face. Now he pulls a gun. Wouldn't want to do that when you entered the house where someone was serially murdering people. Alright. I want to see some fucking kung fu action. This is going on too long.
Yeah, he's definitely... It's the big build-up for...
If you hear sounds in the background, that's not the movie. That's Guar sound checking. We'll see. Hopefully they don't get too loud too soon.
And yeah, you've been doing tech work for them.
Yeah, I've been going around slaving for Guar and Ghoul, and on this tour with the other bands are Well, look out! That was the most convincing fight I've ever seen. Wow. I can see why Bruce Lee kicked your ass. Definitely. You're not very good at this. So we're on a tour with it's U.S. Bastards, He Is Legend, Ghoul, and Guar.
Nice.
And yeah, I've been doing work with Guar, so I'm currently... Hey, is that fucking Stephen First, I want to say his name is? The nerd who accidentally kills the horse in Animal House?
That's who it looks like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Underappreciated character actor. So yeah, I'm currently red all over my entire body, and the bottom of my feet look like a plague victim. Running around in the Guar pit on stage. It's perpetually soaked with blood.
That's great. And where were you guys last night?
Last night we were in Baton Rouge, which I've never been to, and I still feel like I've never been there. We've had very busy days. I saw about 50 feet of Baton Rouge from the bus to the venue.
That was it.
But the drive was nice. We saw a gator.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're approaching the end of a 2-month-long tour, so we've got about 8 or 9 days left, and I'm beat to shit. Kind of like this guy. Is he gonna taste the wood? Be careful, it doesn't have nails. Ooh, that was a pretty good hit. Nice styrofoam block.
Handcuff the axe.
Wait, what? This guy doesn't give up.
No, he doesn't.
This is it's like a thrilling spectacle minus the thrilling. There wasn't even one piece of kung fu in there.
No. He's just a tough-nosed cop.
Almost getting shot by the dork.
I wonder if Chuck Norris lives in Texas since he's so in these movies.
I don't know actually that much about Chuck Norris.
I know he lives in a church now, but...
He lives in a church?
Well, he's... Have you not seen his, exclusive Walmart, Christmas Blu-rays and shit?
Oh, dude, yeah.
He's, super religious.
Well, yeah, he strikes me. He's got that kind of, heartland appeal. The Texas fucking down-home American.
I forget how much Stallone paid him to be in that second Expendables movie, because, he didn't want to do it, because there's cursing in it and all this other stuff.
Oh, he was in the second one?
Yeah.
I remember not really enjoying the second one. Whoa! All right, now we got this guy's really, really strong.
Oh, it's awful, but it's I watched it. It's stupid.
Yeah, I didn't like. I think the second one was all right. I forget.
The third one's really bad.
The third one's fucking garbage.
Horrible. Yep.
Well, he just shot his ultra super strong patient, but I have a feeling he's coming back. Fuck that guy. That guy's. Isn't that the?
It's Joel Silver.
That's Joel Silver?
I think so.
What's the
He's
guy?
the guy from
Die Hard, isn't he? Isn't he in the sleazy guy in Die Hard?
No, it's if that's who I think it is, I'll look it up. That's Joel Silver, and he was in like Time Cop with Van Damme. I think that's.
I know he's always he's never a good guy.
No,
he's got that gnarly beard. That's how you know he's a bad guy. I don't know what
now if that is the guy from Die Hard, that's impressive that he's in this, because that'd be Alan Rickman, but I don't know if that's Alan Rickman. I guess it could be.
Wait, have we just established that? Wait, who was a bullfighter? Fucking Chuck Norris? Kung Fu bullfighting?
That's great.
We just want you to know he's as American as they come.
And you can pick up Chuck's his religious Blu-rays.
And it was
That's his martial artist style that he created himself.
oh, Chuck has his own style. What's it called?
I didn't have rolls.
It's
Ow! Damn it! Too far. Chun Kuk Do. Are those real words?
And apparently has 10 rolls that you have to...
Let me just walk around without my shirt on. But see, you gotta appreciate that about Chuck Norris. Is like that's like almost a normal body. I miss the '70s when Gene Hackman could be like an action hero.
yeah.
Ron Silver.
So it is Ron Silver.
Yes, it is Ron
Said
Silver.
Joel Silver's a producer.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ron Silver was in. Was he not the guy in Die Hard? I guess
It's
probably
Alan
not.
Rickman.
No, not the bad guy. The fucking sleazy. This sleazy businessman who gets shot early on.
Oh yeah.
I
think that guy. Look, I know who you're talking about now.
Okay, I don't think that's Ron Silver.
I was way off. I mean, I know
But this is Ron Silver.
the one that pretends he's his friend and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, and he's trying to fuck his wife, ex-wife.
But yeah, no, if Ron Silver's involved, it's no good. I agree. I want to fuck him. His body is fantastic.
And you've got the new Exhumed album too.
We do. We got the new Exhumed. I'm also, currently not on tour with Exhumed because I committed to this, to the Guar Ghoul, He is Legend, U.S. Bastards tour. But yeah, we got a new record out. It's getting really good responses.
It's amazing.
Really stoked. I think it sounds good.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's great to have you back on an Exhumed record too.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing that happened. We just did the re-recording, and then their bassist wanted to split to go pursue his tattooing apprenticeship, and Magus was asking me to fill in, and then eventually asked me to just join. And I was like, well, all right, fuck it, why not? It's not like I'm old and have to keep a job or anything. But so we did the new recording, and I've already heard the demo track, so I knew it was going to be pretty good because Matt's like a riff king. So
it's great. The record's great. It's cool having your vocals back on this.
Yeah, it was neat. I'm definitely happier with my vocal performance on this one than I was the Gore Metal re-recording. That was grueling as fuck. 6 hours of straight just growling. I couldn't talk for 2 days.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to match up with all of... I didn't realize how many... in the early days, we would just sing together constantly. And then on this one, it's a lot more like parts. And so it's a lot easier to do and keep my stamina up. But yeah, that trying to... After not singing with Exhumed forever and then doing that Gore Metal re-recording, I had to do like 15 takes of every single doubled line, and it was just...
I think it sounds cool.
It's okay. I just like I don't know. I didn't think. I heard some people even online were like, "Oh, that's not as deep as the old vocals," and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. It's not. But I hadn't been doing a bunch of that shit for a while, and then like I said, the new one I was pretty happy with, even though I had to record my vocals myself in Oakland and run back and forth between the where the our computer was to record into the ISO booth. So I'd like run. I'd have to start at about like 15 seconds before any part, run in, catch my breath, and then belt out some vocals.
Nice.
I tried to get someone to come in and help me, but everyone I know is a dick. And but yeah, I was doing that shit super late till like 4 a.m. one night, and somebody who lives in our practice spot illegally started banging on the wall, and I was like, okay, I guess I should be done tonight. And I guess I'll go home and go to bed. See, I was working on the Exhumed. Like they were tracking in Florida, Matt and Mike, and they were basically sending me stuff as they finished, and I was adding my stuff in Oakland. That's the future of recording, kids. No one has to be in the same room at the same time anymore.
And it still sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sounds good. I mean, it's all about the songwriting in the end, and how good a computer editor you are. That's my dick way of saying that I didn't have to play perfectly all the way through.
You guys good?
We're good.
Doing an interview? Sorry.
Yeah, I know, that's all right. Hey, Eddie. Say hi to everybody on the FANTASM Podcast.
Hello, Phantasm.
Hey, how you doing?
This is Dr. Evil. He's keeping this tour on track and in order. So. Eddie's a ball buster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, when you have like something with like as many moving gears as Guar has, you kind of need a ball buster to keep it all in place. Sure,
that's understandable.
They got a huge crew, and then they bring in like some extra help, like me and Sean from Impaled are working with them, and they got some of the Ghoul guys or whatever, and yeah, we're all doing our part to make the show look as big as possible.
Nice. And the shows have went well, I assume?
The shows have all gone really well. A lot of sellout shows on this tour. And, people are just going nuts and having a good time.
That's great.
And last night, He Is Legend, their bass player, had his birthday. So some of the Ghoul and Guar guys got on stage and killed him. So it's his last birthday.
That's awesome.
So I don't know what they're going to do about a bass player tonight.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Definitely.
That's great.
All real. There's no bullshit around here, man. Talking about like alien space gods coming to your town to kill you. So, what's the prognosis on the psycho? He's dead. I'm sorry. Oh, that's too bad. The psycho with superhuman strength is dead.
And we can't get rid of him. He's just in like every scene. It's like,
well, I'm upset that Chuck Norris put his shirt back on.
I'm upset Chuck doesn't have his beard.
That is a little upset. It's kind of old Chuck. It's fine.
It's porno Chuck.
It should be. Yeah, he does actually. Him and John Holmes could have a mustache off in this one.
On the off days, he's shooting with Randy West and Joey Silvera.
I'm always thinking about going. I thought about going for the mustache look myself, just to be a fucking asshole. And then my wife's ex-boyfriend from years ago, we sometimes get mistaken for each other by strangers. He went with the mustache first, and I was like, well, fuck you, motherfucker. I can't do that now.
Right.
I can't look like you even more.
No. But I'll give you a lift.
Aha! Without the beard, you can't pull in the ladies, Chuck.
He's got to go do his side stuff where he's shooting his porn.
Yeah. It's like, look, I'm the pizza guy. You be the lady getting a delivery and doesn't have money.
I thought just fine these past 6 years without you.
Oh, it's an X. Okay, we're talking too much about albums. I can't pay attention to this. Wow, that is sexual harassment. That is absolutely sexual harassment. In this day and age, he is a predator. He's fucking Harvey Weinstein, moving up on his ex. It's not cool. Using his cisgender. Well, okay. Well, it worked.
The porn stash. It works every time for sure.
Wait, did you just say like?
And what was his style? Canucks. So now he Chinook fucked her.
Titties. First titties in the movie. It's taken far too long for the first titties in the movie. What's her style? Fuck Canuck. This is yeah.
Okay, so
he's just got together with his ex after killing a dude.
And he looks like Randy West in this movie.
And he looks like Randy. That's who he really looks like Randy West. Yeah. he managed to get his ex back. Or maybe she's just gonna bite him and be done with it.
Burger and chips.
Of course. Oh, of course. The
he got
fat
a-
guy gets
he
two
got a
burgers.
double burger and chips.
Not only do we show sexual predation in this movie, but we're also fat shaming people. That's cool.
Let me shine your badge for you.
I can even go for you.
Wow. This is a brave biker, guys. Taking on the fat cop.
Sweet cheese himself.
Are those those are rub-on tattoos on
They
their
sure
tits,
are.
are they?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Straight out of a...
You better watch it now, man. Walker Texas Ranger came in. You ain't gonna fuck with him now. These guys are insane. All he has to say is, if you reach for my gun, he's gonna fucking shoot you like real cops do. Oh, he's a man of peace. Because that's the kung fu.
Tells me something. Never been to this town before.
I miss biker gangs like that. Just random hippies. You're watching Werewolf on Wheels. Largely devoid of werewolves, that movie. But
The biggest mistake you made all day.
that's...
Well, the build-up...
there are no cops this fucking nice.
No.
So we know this is a science fiction movie.
Oh, no, they'd be in jail.
Yeah, they'd be accidentally... They'd have an accidental discharge right in their fucking face. I don't know, maybe because they're white, they're going to get away with it.
Accidentally shot you in your face.
The build-up for this is like an A-Team episode. The whole... You know, like Mr. T and them walking in, it's just like, you leave our fat sheriff alone. He's a friend of ours. They
Yeah.
hired us.
Well, I mean, they would have like been trying to destroy the restaurant for some corporate entity, and then the A-Team would have just fucking gone in and made a tank for some reason.
For some reason, for me, the A-Team has gotten better as I've gotten older. Like, I loved it as a kid, and then I didn't like it, now I love it again.
Really, I tried to watch an episode recently, and I could not figure out why.
If you're fucked up,
why they drove a tank into the restaurant they were trying to save.
It's so bad.
I was like, that this is very counter. You just destroyed the restaurant. You're trying to save it. Stephen First, you're so fat.
Did you ever watch season 5 where they tried to make it more serious before they canceled it?
Jesus Christ, no! They tried to make it serious.
Yeah, they did. It's season 5, and they added like a special makeup effects guy that worked with Hannibal on like his movie set. And
Oh my
so they added
God.
it's ridiculous. That's what
I
I've
did.
been watching.
The last episode
It's
of
so
A-Team
bad.
I watched in French.
Really?
Yeah, because I was in France.
Nice.
So they have words to the song there. So it's like Jules leur ton, c'est son bon. La fille on fait bon.
It's awesome to see Mr. T in French.
Yeah, I think movies dubbed in other languages are always the best.
So sure, I'm gonna write my work. Me hard yesterday.
They're fun to watch that way. I'll sometimes do that if I'm... People don't like to watch movies, and I'll put just a strange movie on, and I'll put the foreign language on
Yeah.
for them, the audio track. And
With this guy, this deputy, he says not into violence, but why are you standing like that, Chuck? He just put his foot up like 3 feet in the air to like prominently display his
Gradual.
crotch in the middle of the scene.
yeah, it's his gradual.
He's chafing, so he's going to tear him off.
God.
That was a really awkward stance. And Stephen First is saying he's never one for violence, but he became a sheriff's deputy. How'd that go? Do you have to go to school to be like a sheriff, like you do a cop?
I don't know.
Or can you just get elected and have zero experience whatsoever? I'm not sure how that works.
What scares me is in Florida, they have, I'm not sure where states allow these and don't, but those constables where you just basically become your own sheriff and drive around and pull people over.
What the fuck?
Yes.
You live in the worst fucking craziest state in the entire fucking union. Everyone knows that.
It's bad. But there's several. I looked it up one day. I can't remember all. Tennessee's another one. Several. But basically, you just go get like a degree and you just drive around in your regular car and pull people over and give them citations, they can arrest them and everything else.
What the I've never heard of this,
I swear
and it sounds like a
it's-
terrible abuse of time.
Oh, it's awful.
Well, then, what is it, the stand your ground laws in Florida?
Yeah, there's so much really bad. I love the weather, so the only reason I'm
That's not a terrible effect for this fucking shoddy little movie.
He looks like the guy that's...
Whoa, look at this.
No.
Oh, that was kind of cool. I'm gonna give one up for fucking whatever the fuck this movie was called, Silent Rage.
That guy looks like the guy in the business suit in Scanners.
Oh yeah.
At the beginning of it. I don't know if it really isn't, but...
We increased the dosage to 5 million.
So this like this tiny little bumfuck town. It's got a super science lab in it. This little gas station town where bikers randomly come through down home diners. They've got a state of the art medical laboratory to create super soldiers.
Yeah, and see,
All right.
the town part of it, if you took this out of it and actually left the lab, this could be an Incredible Hulk episode.
It's got the production value of one. And then
That's another one that hasn't aged well. How long has it been since you watched that?
I think I watched the one where there's two Hulks not that long ago because that's rad.
That is a good one. I like that one. That's the one where
Everyone's down on that fucking Thor. That when he did the Thor, when they were doing all the crossovers.
yeah.
I kind of thought that Thor looked cool. I didn't like the fact that he had like his little buddy with him the whole time.
Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of a cool costume.
No, I liked it.
And then the Daredevil, everyone came down in the Daredevil costume, and it looks exactly the same as in the Netflix series.
But that's cool, but the old Hulk one's not.
Yeah, well, it was a better fucking show. So
Sure,
I
of
guess
course.
there's that.
Yeah. Now, have you watched The Punisher on there yet?
I've been about halfway through The Punisher. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think they're doing a pretty good job of taking an anti-hero and giving it a purpose so it just doesn't seem like a psycho vigilante, which is a little bit worrisome in this day and age. Like some guy going around with guns shooting the fuck out of randos in Vegas or wherever the latest mass shooting was.
Right.
Punisher seemed a little problematic, but they've got it wrapped up kind of in its own little world where it's like, all right, well, that's you're kind of avoiding the issue, but you're making it kind of work.
Oh, is he not hunting down like monsters and stuff?
No, it's like a whole conspiracy thing. It goes back to the Daredevil series with the lieutenant and like goes back to his time in Afghanistan and opium deals and shit like that. So
I think in the first episode it shows like a flashback where he kills like all the awesome.
yeah, no, they I mean, he still kills some mob people and stuff like that, but he's got this code and he doesn't want to hurt, good guys and stuff like that. But it's still like, a guy going around shooting randos who is not a cop is a little bit strange right now.
This is beautiful and genetic structure as anything created by nature. As grotesque as anything created by nature. Would you expect?
I finally saw the Thor movie.
That is a fucking phenomenal, great movie.
It really is. It was really good. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, Marvel's knocking it out of the park right now, but
Did you see the Avengers trailer?
I did. That's the only one I haven't really liked so far. Was I did not like the Captain America Civil War. I thought that was kind of a garbage movie.
Did you like Winter Soldier?
I liked Winter Soldier a lot. I didn't like Civil War because I wanted a Captain America movie, and instead you just got like the dumb super mashup. It's like a bunch of someone threw. I mean, it's a great scene where they all get together and fight. But it just looked like somebody throwing action figures at each other, and I was like,
True.
They've actually done a good job of putting a lot of character and humanity into these characters, and that one's just like, bam, 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 fight.
You know what movie I like, and a lot of people hated it? I liked Iron Man 3.
I liked Iron Man 3, it was alright. It's a little ridiculous that he blows up all his suits at the end and then has him in the next movie he appears in, but whatever. It's comic books. Even if it's a movie, it's comic books. Alright, I'm on my second Lone Star beer. These fucking Southerners,
Yeah, we're not.
they're not fucking...
You gotta pick it up.
Because I'm not going to make this movie completely sober. This is a really boring slasher movie. There hasn't been much slashing yet.
No.
Yeah, no, it's for each. I brought enough for everybody. For each of us have two, so we don't get too fucked up. Yeah. So we got
I have no idea what's going on. It's just
Oh no! Well, there's a super secret lab. They've discovered this guy's. I don't know if they built the guy or not, but he was this patient. I think they're. I don't know if we'll get the origin of. Oh no! These guys did do it. They had the formula. He was their patient. You know, classic. Try it out on fucking some psycho, or accidentally put an abnormal brain into a dead body, and oops, you got a lunatic on your hands. But they said his brain died, so he's going to come back almost like a zombie. All right. Now we got the brain is regenerating. So I don't know if this is a slasher film or a zombie film, technically, or like a reanimated Frankenstein film. I'm starting to see levels here. They're playing four-dimensional chess like Donald Trump.
What is this crap stealing human bodies and tampering with them for our own experiments?
Oh, yeah. They can't even decide. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. I always like. There's the good trope. The doctor's around like science, just eating. Like every time you have like some morgue guy, he's always like eating a sandwich over the fucking dead body because they want you to know that he's like jaded, doesn't care.
That movie is fun to watch, and I hadn't watched this in forever. And Corey, for whatever reason, had pulled it because he had never seen it. We watched Night Shift with Henry Winkler and Michael Keaton.
Oh, fuck yeah! I haven't seen that in a long time.
They're running the hookers out of the morgue.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And it's a Ron Howard movie too, which is weird.
Is it a Ron Howard movie?
It is.
God, is that the last time you made a movie that was interesting?
Yeah, basically.
I can't wait to watch him take on make fucking Han Solo boring.
Oh, is he the one directing them?
Yeah, they fired the guys. They're not the brothers. They're one of the guys who worked on like the Lego movie.
Yeah,
they were working on the Han Solo movie, and they thought it was out of tone. So that's Marvel. Marvel's killing it, and then the Star Wars producer, what's her name, Kathleen Kennedy. She sucks. She just wants It's just. I hate fucking Star Wars shit. It's just like it's got this nostalgia recycle formula going,
and it's all Abrams is behind it too.
Yeah, well, he fucking sucks. I've hated him forever.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
And it's just because if you're like, oh, he's a nerd, he likes Star Wars. It's like you're not a nerd if you like Star Wars. You're part of the normal general populace.
Yep.
So yeah, no, they just keep recycling a bunch of bullshit, and so Marvel, I guess they're recycling bullshit that was in comics already, but it's nice to see it, from page to screen. So
sure.
It's a little different than just watching. Hey, I saw Star Wars in 1977. Oh look, they just remade it into another movie with new characters in it.
Did you like the second Guardians film?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I've liked almost all the Marvel movies. They've all
My
been pretty
favorite
good.
part of it was Michael Rooker. I thought he was the best part.
Michael Rooker's great. That
he
guy,
was so great.
No scenery is safe when he's out there chewing it up.
He's so great.
But I was like, I remember when I rented a video with him and Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and I was just like, this guy's fucking crazy.
Yep.
And he still kind of does that same kind of crazy vibe.
Oh, have you seen I haven't, the Jeffrey Dahmer thing that came out?
Which one?
There's some kind of new independent...
that's based on, you're talking about My Friend Jeffrey or whatever? Yeah, that's based on a comic book too. I read that years ago. I was kind of interested to see it. The comic book was fantastic. And it wasn't like a guy who knew, he wasn't like best friends with Jeffrey Dahmer, but they were classmates, and they chatted, and so it like focuses on that part of the guy's life a little bit. I'm kind of curious to see how they handle it in film form, because you want to have, the comic book's pretty subtle because it's just like little clues of like he comes across Jeffrey when he's like fucking around with a dead animal, and I don't know if they are if that's going to work in film form to be very exciting. Well, this scene right here with this bar and his titties would play so much better with LMFAO's I'm Sexy and I Know It over it. These are crazy bikers. We were talking about this, speaking of bikers, one of our guys told me a story, and I saw it yesterday too. There was a guar design that had like the rockers, like Hell's Angels wear, like it says Guar and then Antarctica on the rockers. Like, it's guy's wearing it on his vest. Well, one of our friends was telling me a story about he had it on a sweatshirt, got cornered by an actual Mongol, the Mongols motorcycle gang, and guy had a Mongol tattoo on his neck and everything. So, and he came up, he's like, "The fuck is that? The fuck is that?" Because real drug dealing bikers don't like you to have rockers on your back. There's a whole code about that shit. And he gets in this dude's face. He's about 5'2". Is getting in his face. He's like, "Why are you fucking wearing? What is that?" He's like, "It's a band. It's Guar." He's like, "Never heard of it." Luckily, he was in the record shop and he was able to like go, "It's that band, that T-shirt on the wall there." And he goes, face, 3 inches from his face, like, "You better just fucking watch yourself." Immediately threw the sweatshirt up on eBay. Never wore it again. Oh no.
I wonder what real outlaw bikers that are left feel about that Sons of Anarchy. These 9 to 5 guys that go get a bike and they get their motorcycle club.
Oh yeah. The road. What's that fucking horrible Tim Allen movie? Road Hogs.
Yeah, Wild Hogs.
Wild Hogs. Yeah, embarrassing. But it's also embarrassing is the fake tattoos on this woman. This is just stupid. You know who they need in a situation like this? They need Pee Wee Herman.
Indeed.
He can do the tequila dance and make everybody happy. Seriously, the sheriff's deputy was just about to fucking grab some biker titty. He's the worst.
You just can't bump the shit out of him.
I think the world would be a better place though if bikers were more like this and wearing old aviator hats and shit instead of running meth.
Yeah,
it would be a nicer world. Just going down the road, roughing up a gas station once in a while in the middle of the desert. Instead, I got HA headquarters next to my fucking house where I live in Oakland. I do not talk to them.
They're real.
Oh yeah, no, it's the HA. I mean, the HAs are formed in Oakland, so they have their headquarters in East Oakland. It's not next door, but it's pretty close. I can walk there very easily and have walked past it and seen people post it up and all that kind of shit. We're in a green room, and a couple people keep coming in and interrupting, which is totally fine because we don't have much to talk about. It's all right, buddy. We're just watching a movie. We're watching Silent Rage with Chuck Norris.
Oh, I've been watching that every night the last couple of nights on our bus because Matt can't seem to finish it, so it's always in.
Seriously, you guys have been watching Silent Rage?
Yeah.
What?
He comes in and he's just the dude comes in and goes, "Boop," right on the head.
Yeah. And that's as far as you get?
No, I've got about halfway. All I know it's a lot of Chuck Norris and that really skinny bitch in her nipples.
Yeah, that happens a lot. A lot of fat jokes. So apparently in the Guar bus, they've been trying to watch this movie that we randomly picked out for this podcast.
That's hilarious.
And but in our bus, we've been trying to finish Beastmaster, and we always start at about 3 a.m. when everyone's drunk as hell, and we still haven't made it all the way to the end. And that's actually a good movie.
Yeah,
this movie's pretty much what I expected. It's supposed to be a slasher film, but it's just Walker, Texas Ranger beating up bikers so far.
It's basically Walker, Texas Ranger, and Halloween.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for the Halloween part.
Yeah, that's what we're wanting to see.
That's the guy just comes in and straight up Michael Myers.
All right, I'm looking forward to something happening. Although this is a pretty good bar fight scene. We got some balsa wood breakaway chairs. We got oh man, that was great. Guy sliding down the whole bar. Oh, you picked a fight you can't win. Wait, his motorcycle's in the bar, ready for an escape? Oh, Stephen First, you're so fat. You're comedy.
Was he in Porky's?
No, he was not in Porky's. He's in the Animal House, and he's in God damn, he's in a lot of movies playing.
I know there's something I'm trying to I can't remember.
But I mean, that's definitely an animal. That was like his big breakthrough as Animal House when he became the comic book. Oh, he forgot. He didn't really think about the head clearance on that motorcycle through the window.
Stephen First.
Yeah. Look at him up. He's great. Stephen First is great, but they do fat shame him a lot. Damn. All right, we got Walker, Texas Ranger just took out a whole bar of bikers. That is the Chuck Norris I want to see.
I'll tell you a disappointing Chuck Norris movie from my childhood that I remembered thinking that I loved it, and then when I tried to watch it recently, Delta Force. Chuck's in the very beginning, and then hours later of the terrorists on the plane, then he shows up and kills everybody.
Wait, so the thing is, I get I'm always confusing Delta Force with what's the one where they have like super bikes that fly and shit.
Oh, Megaforce.
Megaforce.
No, that's a great movie.
And he's another bearded, like, blonde dude. He looks just like Chuck Norris. And that's like, I always think I've seen Delta Force, and I haven't. I saw Megaforce a bunch.
Megaforce has got your guy from the Warriors in it, too.
Yeah. I'm currently wearing a Warriors shirt, which I need to stop wearing because I'm getting sick of people saying, like, at random truck stops on the store, like, Warriors, come out and play.
You're like, thanks.
I mean, it's great you like my shirt. Now give me a fucking discount on this fucking coffee, goddamn.
Yeah. No, Megaforce was great. I always liked that.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's G.I. It was the first G.I. Joe film, if you want to get right down to
totally
what
agree
it
with
is.
that. And it's got Barry Boswick in it, too.
I can't. It's been so long since I've seen that.
This
guy. This is what I wanted to see of Michael Myers. This is what Halloween was missing. Was a ton of time of Michael Myers sitting on a fucking operating bed. That's what Halloween was missing. Was biker fights with a sheriff. Definitely needed a lot more of that.
So what do you think about that Halloween film that Danny McBride's doing?
I'm excited and trepidatious. I don't want to see any more Halloween movies, like, ever. Just the first one is one of the best slasher movies ever made, and kind of one of the only one that's like legitimately you can say is like good.
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, I like a lot of slasher movies, but it's good. Like, it's a good scary movie. I don't like Halloween 2. Halloween 3 is, of course, something completely different. And
do you like it? I like it.
I like it, but but I like it garbagey, culty. It's like it's got that. Oh God, I should remember his name, but like
Tom Atkins.
The archetypical the guy they're trying to fucking replace on Stranger Things. Essentially, that's who that's supposed to be. That other guy. It's the same kind of dad body, and every other film has sucked from Halloween. It's like it doesn't need to get redone. But I'm only curious because. What is it, Jody Hill and Danny McBride, right? Like, I've enjoyed all their work together, except all their work has been like fucking crazy comedy, like edgy comedy. And I'm like, you guys want to do a horror movie? All right, well, I'm excited just because I like Danny McBride a lot. I'm a big fan. I'm actually got tickets to go see a night of celebrating Danny McBride at SF Sketchfest when I get home. So,
that's amazing.
So we got tickets for that, me and my wife, because we're both huge Danny McBride fans. Even when he's in shitty movies, he's
Have you watched it?
Vice Principals is great. Eastbound and Down every time I thought they'd like run out of steam on Eastbound and Down, the next season came out and it was fucking amazing.
It's so good.
Like when he got to the 4th season, I was like, all right, there's no way they're going to keep this funny, and they fucking did. It was really good. And he's just so good at playing like an egotistical monster that you actually empathize with in a certain way, like his fragility. And it's just his fucking face is funny.
Well, in Vice Principals, I like it a lot, but Russell really is the part of it that makes me piss my pants. That Russell.
He's so super funny.
Awesome.
Well, then they made you feel like that's how Danny McBride and Jody Hill have done. Like they made you feel even bad for him when they show his sisters like bullying him and stuff. It's after coming to enjoy hating this guy, then like you're like, fuck. Now I kind of feel sorry for him. Fuck. Even though I haven't finished that.
I haven't finished it yet either.
So
I haven't either.
I haven't finished it, but I'll go on record not having finished the 2nd season that I think Russell shot fucking Danny McBride, but I'm not sure.
I don't know either. I
haven't had time.
I think it was that crazy woman he slept with. Not the.
I love her. She's insane.
Oh, she's great. Yeah, the first one or whatever.
Yeah, the one who still like gets all gross and puts a string in it. Like, why don't you shoot my pussy? Or whatever. Yeah. Oh, this is an amazing, lovely montage. This song is fucking AM radio classic. What we're hearing right here.
I know it's like a.
Yeah, look at that.
Randy West porno.
Look at that. Average body. That's what I aspire to. An average body.
She was raw.
See, I feel like, poor Stephen First is getting like fat shamed. I feel like now the time is right for now, we need a Steven Seagal fat kung fu movie. Like, I mean, he was kind of fat.
He still makes them.
Like what was the last one he made? Because it's like, I feel like he needs to be like, you know, getting
They're
like
straight to video things.
he needs to get like the two hamburgers, like all the same fat shaming jokes, but then kung fu the fuck out of a motherfucker. And then, you know, and then talk about how awesome Vladimir Putin is because he's a giant fucking Russophile.
I'll tell you something, it's a few years old now, but if you ever get a chance, just for the comedy value
the
of
guy
it.
right here in the blue shirt.
That's the Doktor.
Yeah. So think of a mix between Barry Gibbs for Bee Gees and Sylvester Stallone if he was a porno actor.
Yeah, I could see that. He could. I mean, we could get a little more feathered hair. It'd be nice.
Like a young.
I always wanted to have nice feathered hair like that when I was a kid. Never worked out.
I just had a bowl cut.
Bowl cut's pretty tight.
In fact, every movie that we watch where there's a kid, like we were watching The Fog months ago, whatever, and then I was just like, "There's my '80s bowl again." I was like, "There's my."
It was sweet.
Did you gel it out too?
No, it was literally just a bowl.
So I had a bowl cut, but I gelled it so it would go like part in the middle.
Oh God!
Yeah, how about
You get a permed bowl.
Yeah.
I just had normal hair, but I was always jealous of my Oklahoma cousins and their feathered hair and their T-bird and shit.
Right.
Proper Oklahoma. This is just fucking. I can't believe people fall asleep during this movie because there's so much going on. We were like at 2 deaths, a pair of titties, and then just like nothing. Just like, well, the bar fight scene was okay, but like where?
Yeah, it's
where?
pretty-
This is really low on
like
blood. Really low on
We're
blood.
watching an '80s drama film.
Yeah, the writer wanted to get in all these romantic scenes, and he's like, "Fuck, I need to sell this movie." So, okay, it starts with a serial killer. We'll make him come up at the end again, I guess.
I know what I wanted to ask you about because
Ask me about something.
I still haven't watched it, and I wanted your yes or no on it. I watched a really bad rip of it and just really did justice. What did you think of the?
Oh, I didn't want to see that movie. My wife wanted to see it. I relented because we were like, let's go to the movies tonight because they had like cheap nights and we're cheap. And I was like, all right, we'll go to whichever one we can get to. There's a couple movies we wanted to see, and it was there. I was like, all right, you wanted to see it, I'll go see it. It's fine. Oh wait, look, John Kirby's back. He finally woke up. All right, might get into some action here. But yeah, no, I did not enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the CG clown. I didn't like the original It, and I'm not a huge Stephen King fan. The best Stephen King material, in my opinion, takes an idea from him and just flips it on its head because I don't think he's a terribly good writer. I think he's a good idea man. Like The Mist, like they completely changed the ending of The Mist, and it was better for it. And you know what Stanley Kubrick did with The Shining, Stephen King hated it. So that just tells you what a fucking idiot he is.
Agreed.
So
100% agree with you.
So, anyways, I did not enjoy it. And I also, my mother was a clown, so I'm kind of predisposed to hate the whole psycho clown thing. There was actually, I really enjoyed. There was a set of ghoul shows where they came out. The first character, it was like during that big clown scare last autumn, you know?
Yes.
Which is stupid. Clowns aren't scary; they're mirthful characters. And anyways, they had a psycho clown come on stage talking about how scary he was, and then ghoul just killed him. I don't know. Killed. They cut his dick off.
That's
so
great.
Because he's kind of a molesty clown, Scabby the clown. And yeah, destroyed him thoroughly because clowns are not fucking scary. I don't care how creepy that guy's smile it is. That fucking movie. And then they left out the best part of the Stephen King book, which is where all the kids have sex with each other.
Oh yeah, the grape scene.
Yeah.
Well,
how are you going to leave that out? I mean, it's the auteur came up with it. Yeah, Stephen King's fucking.
He doesn't. You know, the thing that I think is weird is, and then these movies will get made that I really like, and he hates them. He hates Christine, which I love.
This is fucking phenomenal.
It is.
That's like all. Hey, if you want to know what a good Stephen King adaptation is, go read the interview with Stephen King and see if he hated it or not. If he hated it, it's probably pretty fucking good.
Yeah, here's you another one that I absolutely love, and he hates it. The Dead Zone. What a great movie.
Oh, fucking idiot.
I love that movie.
The one thing I'll give Stephen King credit for is I really enjoy Maximum Overdrive because that is the most coked up fucking nightmare film. Dude is so high. Have you seen the trailer where he's like, I'm Stephen King and I'm
scare the hell
fucking high as fuck.
But I remember as a kid seeing that trailer for that because he's like, I'm going to scare the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see it because it looked like the Green Goblin was on that one truck.
It did look like that to me as a kid too. But yeah, no, it's just that movie's. To call it good is a stretch, but it's super enjoyable. It's ridiculous.
But you're right. Everything he hates, I love. He hates Creepshow 2. I love it. He hates
Creepshow 2?
Yes.
Creepshow 2 is the raft is like one of the scariest fucking things ever. That still creeps me out when I go in a lake.
Yeah, it's... You know what's weird? You know the main kid...
The Indian sucks.
In that scene... Yeah, it's terrible. In that scene where he's like, I beat you, and then he dies at the end of... He was in Point Break, like the original one.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Because we were one of the surfing guys.
Because Corey and I were doing that, and I was like, what the hell? That's so random. but yeah.
Yeah, the raft is fantastic.
It is.
Now I'm trying to remember what's the other story, because there's only 3 stories.
Thanks for the ride, lady.
That one's great!
It's got Holly Goodhead from Moonraker in it.
Holy shit. Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
she's with the gigolo, and then she's trying to drive back home.
Right.
And, yeah.
No, that one's fucking great. It's, the Indian one's the only one where it's problematic. It's like a white guy polishing one of those tobacco like Indians, and then like the American native is the bad guy, and I'm like, oh yeah, they're always those First Nations people always fucking over white guys. Fuck, like whoever wrote that just kind of needs to be punched in the face. But the other 2 stories in that one are great.
It's fun, and then you've got Savini's Creeper in it. But yeah, he hates that. And the one that kills me though is that.
But did he write that also, or did he not write Creepshow 2?
I don't know. I just know he hates it.
Fuck, I gotta find out now.
But the one that kills me though is the Dead Zone. It's like Cronenberg directed it. It's like, what do you need?
Yes, well, Cronenberg, I can see why he might. Cronenberg is, he there's a dividing line with Cronenberg. It's like you either really fucking dig what he does or you totally fucking hate it.
I don't like everything he does, but I love that movie.
I like Cronenberg. It's like I don't even necessarily always enjoy the movie, but I'm just like, you're a fucking wicked sick fuck, dude.
Oh, he is, man. Shivers, that's such a great movie.
Shivers that's the one where the chick's having all the babies? No.
Oh, no, that's The Brood.
The Brood's great. Which one's Shivers is... Alright, I'm a couple beers in.
The apartment complex, and they've got the worms in their pussies and dick holes, and it's like...
I mean, what's the one... Oh, I like fucking Rabbit a lot.
Oh, Rabbit's great.
Because that's also some credit for the... Marilyn Chambers, yeah.
That's a great one, too.
I love 70s.
You know my favorite Cronenberg movie that everybody hates? Crash. Love it.
I haven't seen it in years. When I did see it, I did not like it.
It's so fucked up.
But I kind of want to see it again because it was a really weird concept in the first place.
But basically, these people have car wrecks and then they go fuck.
Yeah, they're turned on by car wrecks.
It's so weird.
We're still only 2. Like, okay, we've got this guy John Kirby back, but we're still only 2 murders in. But I think we're about to lose Ron Silver.
Finally, he's dying.
I mean, people are calling this Halloween.
There's Michael Myers. No.
But it's like, he doesn't even have a cool mask. It's just fucking Thomas Hayden Church going around, like, mostly dead for the most of... He's brain dead for most of this film. Yeah, right. Yeah, Stephen King wrote, and he didn't like it.
He doesn't like anything.
He doesn't like Creepshow 2. What a fucking idiot. I'll punch him in the face for doing that First Nations thing. But, you ever seen Creepshow 3?
No.
Not fucking good. It was like, I don't know, it was like some kind of Canadian production. Weird. And it's me, like, me and my wife were like, what the fuck? There's a Creepshow 3? And, it's bad. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. It's, I think I made better movies as a kid.
Yeah, I never saw it. I'll tell you something I watched Corey had that I'd never seen is Return of the Living Dead 3. That was actually really good.
Oh, is that the one where the girl comes in, right?
Yeah.
So, it's awful, but it's another fun.
It's super gory, though. I was just Jesus.
I think I probably enjoy it better than 2, just because 2 is such a retread of 1 with like the same actors and everything. There's some good lines, but 2 is like, I was like, what is happening? This is so cheap. And the first one is like one of my favorites.
Oh, it's so good. Which was disappointing. I don't know if I ever told you this. Corey and I had, what's his name? The guy, Joanna Man, the one from the black dude from the first Return of the Living Dead.
Wait,
I can't remember his name.
oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's in Friday the 13th Part 5.
Right. Yeah, sure.
So we have him on, and Corey went through all this stuff. He was so excited to have him on. I was too. I was like, this is fucking cool. You just like dug this guy out of nowhere. And he comes on, and the whole interview is just like we're recording it. We're like recording it with the phone, and he's all like, yeah, man, I was homeless, and I'd moved there from South. Hold on. And he'd be gone for like 10 minutes, then he'd come back.
Oh, what a fun interview.
It was awful. And then the most disappointing part of the whole thing, which Corey left out completely, so I'm breaking your balls here, Corey. The very end of it, he's like, all right, God bless y'all. Y'all need to go to church and everything. And I was just like, yeah, Miguel Nunez. Yeah, that's him, totally. Well, and he's so great in those movies, but it's like, wow, this is one I've never done.
Sometimes you don't want to meet your heroes.
Agreed. That's why I've never met John Carpenter. I'm scared too.
Oh,
I've heard so many bad things about that.
The only thing I don't know. That would be weird because he seems like such a jaded old fuck. But that's kind of what I like about him at a distance. And I like the fact. I like the fact that all the time he's got a fucking cigarette in his mouth. He doesn't give a shit. I mean, I quit smoking to take up my douche nozzle, so now I vape. But I like John Carpenter. He's also me. John Carpenter makes a bunch of shit movies now.
Agreed.
Or he has. I always felt like Big Trouble in Little China's failure at the box office kind of broke John Carpenter. Because I enjoy some of his movies. They Live is great. It's awesome. It's one of a kind, but it's also cheap looking as fuck. But it's got Roddy Piper and who's the other guy? They're so good in it.
Oh, Keith David.
Yeah, Keith David. They're so awesome, and they really fucking keep that movie together. And but I mean, Prince of Darkness, I enjoy it, but it's rough around the edges, and then it just keeps getting rougher and rougher.
Vampires is bad.
Oh, it's real bad, and it's the only soundtrack of his that I really fucking don't like. I got that one, and I was like, this is not good. And fucking Assault on Precinct Mars, that was not a good movie, but the soundtrack's so fucking good. But credit Steve Vai a little bit on that one. I think it's Steve Vai on that.
Yeah, I think it is.
So,
now, did you go see him a second time when he played?
No, because I was on tour.
Okay.
So I missed it, and which was kind of a bummer. Ghoul did play.
He's not played any Southern dates. I've never got to see him. No, he's never played anywhere in the South.
Oh, that's
he's from
too
Kentucky.
bad.
So I don't understand that.
Yeah, no, the first time I saw it, it was great, and me and my coworker, we came with sunglasses, because we knew it would happen eventually. We had to see the ghouls, because that's what they're credited as in the movie. They're called ghouls. Not aliens or whatever. They're ghouls.
That some of that movie was actually shot here in Atlanta.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Some of the principal photographer.
I think I did know that.
And what's even weirder was I was reading a while back, because I never knew this, he actually wanted Kurt Russell in that role, and Kurt turned it down, and then he got Roddy.
I could see. I mean, you could see that. You could see that
Sure.
would be the Kurt Russell everyman, and Kurt Russell's our last movie bombed. I'm not going to do this with you. Although I watched the director's commentary, Big Trouble in Little China, because kill her. That's it.
Really?
That's what we've been waiting for. A blood pack on the back of the fucking head.
Have you went to any of the location shootings in Chinatown or anywhere where he shot Big Trouble? Have you ever done
Not
that?
a lot was shot actually in Chinatown.
Oh,
Most of it's on a set in LA.
It was all set.
Yeah, it was there's a couple times where
That's disappointing.
The truck drives, but that alley where the truck, that's all set. That's all the movie set. I mean, there's no way they could pull that kind of
it's such a good movie.
having all that crazy kung fu going on with that shit. Now, the director's commentary is really fun to watch if you ever get a chance, because he does it with Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell is so jazzed on that movie. And he's and I think the director's commentary came out after Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Kurt Russell's look at this, John, you knew this shit was coming before anyone. You knew it. You were ahead of your time. And John's like, yeah, I know. Fuck, this movie bombed. And it bombed because Aliens came out. And
I didn't know, doing research on that movie, Screaming Mad George did all the makeup in it too for him.
Yeah, some great shit. Yeah, what was it? I think the hardest effect they did was the eyeball.
Yeah, he
guy.
did all that shit.
I can't remember the name of it, but I mean it's basically a D&D monster ripoff. But it's awesome. But that was the guy.
The Beholder. Yeah,
the Beholder. and it like appears for like 10 seconds, and apparently that was like the most expensive effect they had on that entire fucking movie. But yeah, it's one of my favorites of all time for sure.
You would think that movie made a lot of money on home video. I know I rented the shit out of it as a kid.
Yeah, but that didn't mean nothing. I mean, it's like back in the days, home video was a weird thing back in the day, which I don't know if children understand this. Home video, when a movie would go to home video, it's not like you could just go buy the VHS for like $10 for cheap. The VHSs cost like $100 a piece, and the stores had to buy them. And then they would rent them out and recoup their costs. So it's not like you could rent a movie, if you were at a shop and you rented a movie 100 times for $1 or $5 a day or whatever it was in your local town, you were just helping the store. So the store just had to plan what movies they thought would be rented the most. All right, now this is getting a little bit Halloween because he's hanging up the corpses for someone to find. That is terrible. That is terrible. Yeah, basically, we've had mostly it's been Walker, Texas Ranger. Now at the end of this, now we're getting like Laurie Strode, like discovering all the dead bodies in her house. Your eyes moved, fucker. You're not dead. Oh, no, okay. Now here's the epic match we've been waiting for. Chuck Norris versus Thomas Hayden Church. This guy's only killed 4 people now, right? We got a body count of 4.
He's not done a whole lot.
Because he didn't kill the other doctors when escaping unless we were talking about something and I missed it. I think we're at body count 4. And we're at 1 decent gore effect.
Yeah, and Chuck Norris is the star of this and he's not in it.
And I've only seen 2 pairs of titties. That's it. It's not a good slasher movie.
No, it's really bizarre is what it is. I didn't even know what this was. I thought it was going to be like a ninja movie.
No, it's not. And then
Silent Rage, it sounds like a Sho Kosugi like ninja movie.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen any of Chuck Norris's Kung Fu. I mean, I know he can do Kung Fu, but he tends not to. I don't know why.
Missing in Action's my guilty pleasure with him.
Never have a guilty pleasure, only have pleasure.
I love
If you enjoy it,
Missing
you
in
fucking
Action.
enjoy
It's
it.
so good. If you've seen it, haven't you? It's so bad.
What's up, Stephen First? You're going to try to fucking grab her titties, too? Uh-oh. It's going to get difficult here now.
Science created him. Now Chuck Norris must destroy him.
Yeah.
That's the poster for it.
I think that's... I mean...
He's an indestructible man fused with powers beyond compensation. An unstoppable terror, which is one final showdown, will push Chuck Norris to his limits and beyond.
See, I'm going to have to bust the guy in Guar's balls for not being able to finish this excellent cinematic. I can't find the dead body. No, he's not. He's a killing machine. We're back with the mad scientist. This is...
Do a political satire where it's money created him and it's Trump and it's like, but Chuck Norris must destroy
Oh,
him.
fuck that. Chuck Norris probably voted for him.
I know exactly. It's what science fiction. Oh, Lord. Yeah, he totally did.
Hey, this corpse is walking and talking. Well, he killed the other scientists. Why isn't he going to kill them? Come, I don't know what you're looking for. Oh, yeah, sure. Hi, Adam. From He Is Legend. Stopping by. So the guy came back and he killed the one doctor for reasons I don't understand, but then he's coming back to get help from these other guys.
These are actually good. I've never had
The Lone Star? It's not bad. It's just like, your typical kind of like cheap American Pilsner.
Never had it before.
Well, I'm glad I could bring a little spot of Texas Ranger to you. Brewed in Texas since 1884. And I believe largely only available in Texas unless you can go to some special
I've
shop.
never seen that.
We did bring, me and my wife did when she was DJing, and I was showing movies while she DJ'd. So we did a Texas Chainsaw Massacre night, and we got some Lone Star beers into the bar in Oakland.
That's great.
I'll take care of the sheriff.
And it was right after Toby Hooper died, so.
Man, it's like they're all just dropping.
Well,
like,
they're all fucking old.
they are.
The fact that John Carpenter's still on tour is kind of amazing. It's like, how did he not drop first?
You know, his touring thing, to me, I was going to ask you about this. I would rather see him up there with a synth by himself with Alan Holdsworth and Tommy Lee Wallace than him with his two boys.
I just want to see the Coupe de Villes and do the Big Trouble in Little China fucking horrible pop rock song.
The hell?
No, it's a hell of a performance if you get a chance to see it. Oh, just stepping gum in the green room? That's disgusting. That's the grossest thing I've seen, and I've been watching this movie for an hour now.
Yeah, I'm totally stuck to the floor.
Hideous.
Well, that's cool. Someone spit their chewing gum onto a carpet in the green room.
Whatever class.
Rock and roll is fucking awesome, guys. Living the big life.
Miracle of me getting the gum off.
Where's here? I got a bag for it.
It's a bag.
Go for it.
Gum from my shoe.
You know, if you want to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs. There you
That's
go.
the,
Yeah, put
the
that on
classless. The same person that doesn't wipe their ass when they.
Well, you know, anytime you're in any green room on tour, you gotta wonder, like, you know, you go to take a nap on the couch or something, and you're like, how many people fucked on this couch?
Sure.
I myself ruined at least one green room couch by vomiting all over it. And that was at my wedding.
He was worried when we first sat there was like dirt here. I'm like, that ain't shit. It's like
No, don't run a black light in this room. But yeah, we're at the new Masquerade in Atlanta, which just seems really nice. We were at the old Masquerade used to have a fucking load elevator.
Yep.
That like was a single chain, and it's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. You put all this gear on it, it would go up this elevator to the big room. Oh, it's fucking weird, man. Played there a bunch of times.
yeah, they turned it into a park.
It's a park. Is the building still there?
No, they leveled the whole.
Oh, that building was. That's the thing that was so cool. Is like because it was like an old mill or something way back.
Supposedly haunted, I was told. So I don't know.
No, there was a haunted house there at one point when we came through, and we got to go through the haunted house.
Oh, in the back of it,
Yeah.
back there in the They used to have bands play in that back lot. In that, they had a stage built, and like if it was a really big band.
Oh, I played a Scion Fest there with Wolves in the Throne Room.
Okay.
And it was like we came back. Was just filling in on bass for them. We came back from Europe, and that was the last show. Was the Scion Fest, and so like they had a big backstage built, and every stage had bands on it. And I remember watching High on Fire and Neurosis. I think it was Neurosis. High on Fire and Neurosis played the main stage. It was really cool.
Nice.
Which was because they built that big back lot. It was also rainy and muddy and disgusting.
So there were tons of bands at that. Then.
Oh yeah. That was those Scion Fests were insane. I remember a bunch of kids getting in to playing in bands and stuff around the time, and I was like, enjoy this while you can. Don't think this is a permanent thing. Yes, they're going to pay you a bunch of money, but I can tell you right now, this is a bad marketing plan, and this is going to fail. And I didn't necessarily see that the whole car company was going to disappear, but I did know that I drove a band, a good band, but they went out banking on Scion money for the rest of their fucking career. And because they got paid a lot for a week-long tour because they put out socks and the bullshit they would do, like over Scion propaganda.
Sure.
So they, I gave them some outrageous number to drive them on tour and rent gear to them, and because I didn't want to do it that much, and they paid me in full, and they made a ton of money just because of Scion. And I was like, all right, well, don't get used to this. This is not going to be a normal thing.
And there it went.
It was basically like one guy, I think it was a guy from Vice, moved over to do advertising at Scion, and that was his big idea. And I was just like, oh, dude, you're scamming the fuck out of you guys. Sulfuric acid does not bubble, and nor should you label it with a Sharpie on a glass. Wait, why? He's going to inject him with sulfuric acid? That makes medical sense. Sulfuric acid on its own is actually not that dangerous. It's when you mix it with moisture.
Right.
So, human flesh has moisture. So, there you go. So, what are we going to do to this faux Michael Myers? Is he trying to kill him? Do I care?
think just give Chuck a
Oh, yeah, he's trying to
grenade
kill him with
launcher
sulfuric
and
acid.
blow him up.
Yeah, we're going to try to kill John Kirby. It's not going to take. My prediction, he's going to kill at least one more person in this epic slasher fiction.
So was Tobe Hooper dying a bigger loss, do you think, to you or the horror community, either one, or George Romero?
If you had to pick,
I mean, just...
Jeez. Neither of them was making very good films.
That's true.
But I mean, George Romero, I think, is more iconic. George Romero, well, I don't know. That's a hard call. Because George Romero created the whole zombie genre as it exists. Like,
I totally agree. He gets no credit
like
for
the
that.
undead viral thing.
Sure.
And then, but I mean, Tobe Hooper, in a way, well, it's not the slasher genre. I guess it's just a bumbling backwoods drama or a horror movie. But I mean, yeah, the kind of like reality that Texas Chainsaw Massacre brought to the thing, where it's like it all felt so real and like almost like a documentary, like grossness. But I'd say George Romero had more good movies in his career than Tobe Hooper, if we don't count Poltergeist, which we're still not sure how much Tobe Hooper directed and how much Steven Spielberg put his hand in it. Because it definitely looks like a fucking Steven Spielberg movie.
Yes, it does.
But technically directed by Tobe Hooper.
So that was a bad remake. Did you watch Poltergeist?
Wait, they remade Poltergeist?
It's so bad.
I missed that one entirely.
It's awful. Like, there's no arguing about it.
He still has a vial of sulfuric acid. Maybe we're going to get our first cool gore effect in this movie. Nope. He's going to just be an actor who pretends to be dead.
This looks like the hallway that they used. I swear, I bet it's the same, depending on where they shot this. In I'm never gonna think. Body Double, where
I wouldn't doubt it.
You know what I'm talking about? Where he's like has claustrophobia and he's like trying to talk to that woman or whatever. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. That's my favorite Brian De Palma film.
I'm not a huge Brian De Palma fan.
I like that one. I don't know why.
Of course.
It's because you're a woman.
Maybe.
Fucking thrillers. So this is I'm still trying to figure out who this movie was made for. Like,
yeah, it looks like
it's not a horror movie.
It looks like
it's
it's
definitely
made for
not
TV.
a horror movie. Yeah, it's like
minus the titty shots, but
it's like he wants to look in the fridge because he's fat. Stephen First, you're so fat. Yeah, they're like, they're like, it's science-y, but then it's... Oh! I am having a very vocal rage against this movie. He's not even melted, is he? He's just... No, it's going to be an actor with his eyes
Body
open.
Double, which is bad.
God damn it! That's it? That's all we get? I want some payoff. I want some gore effects. Alright. It was very nice for Sean to recommend this movie, and I hate him forever. Yeah, I can't imagine why this isn't sampled all over a Mortician record or something. There we go, this fucking dumbass. You can do nice.
Do you like Mayhem at all?
I do.
I went and saw them last week. It was really good.
I heard it was very good. I saw them. I mean, didn't they? Because they're doing Day Mysterious Domes Tennis, right? Yeah. And didn't they do that the last tour too?
They did, yeah.
Okay, good. I saw that coming through San Francisco, and I thought it was really funny because like a week before that, in Oakland, people calling themselves Antifa it was basically about 3 people protesting. They got the Marduk show shut down at the Metro. Because they use German war imagery. They talk about war.
Sure.
And I was just laughing. So I was like, I've read. Like, I'm like, go through Marduk interviews. Like, yeah, they talk about war imagery and all that shit. I don't know where their politics lie. Guys from Mayhem, I do know where their politics lie. It's in interviews. No one made a fucking peep about the Mayhem show.
That's great. It's so funny.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that makes sense. You guys have chosen.
We got a Van Marduk and Mayhem's okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, I don't know, man. Yeah, you read that the fucking Lords of Chaos, and Hellhammer says some pretty sketchy shit.
I don't know how he got in the country.
Fuck knows,
because
man.
when I saw them years ago,
I know one time they didn't make it in because I was supposed to go on tour with them.
Really?
With my other band, Ludacra, and they canceled the whole tour, and we booked a tour like with 3 weeks of 31 shows in 31 days, and we called it the decancellation tour.
Oh no.
Because we were like, well, we all fucking took time off work and everything else. It's like, let's make something happen.
And they couldn't get in the country.
Yeah, they just didn't come.
Oh.
So it was, we went out on a headliner and had a pretty good time without them. Actually, I liked it better how it went down than touring with them. Do something. So now we're trying to get into like Frankenstein. Squish his head. Ah, weak kill. Really?
That's so bad.
Weak.
This
crack
is like a
neck
PG
kill.
movie.
It is definitely
PG with tits.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing that the censors were worried about in this one, because the violence is fucking a joke.
Really? He just brought her a bowl of cookies?
Yeah, because he's a fatty. I'm going to kill you too in a very ungory way.
You know, that guy kind of looks like he's wearing a Michael Myers mask, just his regular face.
He is. He's kind of a creepy dude, but not so creepy that I'm scared of him.
No, not at all.
I'd be more scared of him, like, making racist comments at Thanksgiving dinner.
Really?
That's it? This is what we get?
Or he'll hit you with Chips Ahoy.
Why would you do that? Stephen First, you're so fat. He also kind of looks like, what's that guy's name from fucking Cobra?
Oh yeah, that guy's really weird looking.
That guy's a great bad guy. This guy sucks. We're gonna squeeze Stephen First to death.
Have you ever looked at all the movies that guy we're talking about from Cobra? He's been in tons of shit.
Millions.
Alien Nation, he's that one big alien that he goes and tries to mess with in the bar. That's him.
Fuck, that's right. I forgot. I haven't seen Alien Nation since it was in the theater.
I love that movie.
And it's a good one. I like the TV show too.
Oh, it's great.
Stupid fucking jumpsuit. Everything about this.
That El Rey Network showed like a marathon recently of all the Alien Nation stuff. I recorded a bunch of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it holds up, but I enjoyed it at the time.
It's good. It's not bad.
I did think it was kind of dumb, this like super, there's supposed to be this super race of like, workers that's like required 3 people to make a baby and like all this other horse shit. And I was like, how is this supposed to be a super adaptable species if it takes 3 people to make a fucking baby? Like, adaptable to me would be like, I just shit one out and then it's like, with no help.
There it is.
It's like, there's your little slave drone for your superior alien or whatever the fuck it is.
Well, in the movie I love because Terrence Stamp's like that main criminal alien. He's making that like Tide detergent that they huff.
Was it Terrence Stamp in that?
Yeah, he's the main.
Holy shit. I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah,
I've seen it a long time.
It's pretty entertaining. I wish it was on fucking Blu-ray. It doesn't exist, but
I want it on DVD so you can get it for $1 at a used record store.
that's hard to find too. I think the damn thing's out of print because I haven't seen it in years. I love it.
This is not. Whoever described this as Halloween is a fucking liar.
Tell Sean it's back.
This is, and there's not even kung fu in it.
It's not bad. It's just bad.
I apologize for.
No, it's fine.
I apologize to anybody who's watching this along with us. It's like great. It's a fucking hallway scene. It's like, oh great, some guy had bone snapped, whatever. I apologize to the world for this existing. Someone needs to answer for this.
Wanted to ask
This is the last movie we watched. Fucking sucked too.
Yeah, we watched New York Ripper.
Punishing.
What did you think of, just real quick, Charles Manson dying?
I don't fucking care.
I'm the same
He's
way.
a piece of shit. I know people freaking
people
out one
act
way or the
like-
other, and it's like...
on social media, they're all like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you died."
The only thing I care about any of that Manson shit, it's like, yeah, sure, put him in jail. I think the girls have been long enough, let him out. I definitely think Bobby Busole should be out of jail. He, like, killed one guy in, like, a drug deal gone wrong. And in any other case, if he hadn't been, he, like, was tried, he was going to be out. Then when Manson got, that whole thing went down, he got, like, an extra conviction on top of his, like, that's, what do they call it, double jeopardy, basically.
Yeah.
Which is not legal. So he's in jail to be, like, because they saw him as part of a cult when he was just out banging broads and doing drugs, you know?
Right.
And he wasn't part of the cult aspect. He was part of a drug deal gone wrong. And he's done his time. He should be fucking out of jail. It's bullshit. He just got wrapped up because, was it Nixon by then? I think it was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to make an example of the hippie movement and end it. Oh, is that almost a gory scene? Alright, we're going to start hearing some guar guitars here and there. Can't those guys respect silent rage?
It's a silent rage. That's what this movie is. It's a silent rage. There's some killing with no gore.
Yeah,
and she doesn't wear a bra through the whole movie.
There is some cool. There's like some random cool lighting in this, like random green floods behind like a tank and like this red popping out.
It looks cool.
Like it seems like somebody on set cared, but not the writer. He didn't give a shit. This is.
Chuck just shut up with his porno stash and
yeah, they're like. I don't know.
His shirtless scene was the biggest expense on the budget.
Yeah. Basically, you know, these guys are all dead without any gore.
Oh, we're gonna get.
He couldn't bear hug Charlie. Oh, cradle me in my death. That's really an uncomfortable scene.
Yeah, it is. As fast as he ran onto him too.
Yeah, and like he got crushed. Like you probably shouldn't be moving his body around like this. This is a really weird scene. Hugging his fucking failure of a deputy. Oh, he just died.
Just for fun, do you know the movie I was going to suggest we watch if you've been like you pick one?
Yeah.
Stick with Burt Reynolds.
Is that even a horror movie?
No, it's an action movie.
Oh. I'm trying to stick to horror. You're called the fucking Phantasm Podcast.
I know. I thought we would have had a field day with it if you've never seen it.
I have actually never seen Stick with Burt Reynolds.
The killer in it's an albino. That's
with poor albinos, man. They just like why?
The end of the movie, he does a skyscraper fall like from hell.
That's like a super famous fall.
Yeah, that's why I thought it would be. I
do remember because that was like a huge stunt. Then, like, it was like a big fucking deal.
I had a little flavor going with Florida, Burt Reynolds. I don't know, it's kind of silly, but
I prefer pre-mustachioed Burt Reynolds.
Gator.
Yeah,
it's good.
Gator fucking Deliverance is an amazing movie. Just rewatch that one scene over and over and over and over.
Is it bad that I like Smokey and the Bandit?
No, not at all. It's a good movie.
They put it back in the theater back in May, and I totally went and saw it. It was filled with just drunk rednecks. It was amazing. They're handing me beer and doing shots.
Smoking the Bandit's a great movie. It was like one of those things that just kind of happened, and it's really good. It's like all the pieces fell into place.
Well, the preface for it I thought was brilliant because they were talking to I guess Hal Needham's family because he's dead or whatever. They were talking to him, and he was just like, yeah, Star Wars came out and we had our movie. I'm like, yeah, give me Smokey and the Bandit. I like Smokey and the Bandit. So.
No, it's a great movie. So he's got something in common with Freddie Mercury. He never liked Star Wars.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna get some serious kung fu ass kicking, right? No, I bet we're not. Chuck Norris, you suck.
I'll tell you a really bad movie with him where there's nothing going on.
I'll tell you a bad movie with him. All of his movies.
Agreed. But Hero and the Terror. If you ever wanted you lobotomize you and your wife one night, watch Hero and the Terror.
It's worse than this.
Yes.
Oh fuck my life.
It's so bad. Oh, it's really bad.
I mean, you're talking to someone who sat through the entire Mark Hamill and Roddy Piper oeuvre. I've seen every Roddy Piper movie, every Mark Hamill movie, and they're all better than this.
Oh, yeah. My favorite Mark Hamill movie is actually Corvette Summer.
That's a great fucking flick.
I know, and people give me shit
hilarious.
about it. I love that movie.
No, that is a great teen rom.
Turner Classic Movies will show it every blue moon, and I'll record it in high def because it doesn't exist in high def, and the print they show is in high def, and I'm like, oh, and I record it.
Oh, god damn it, that movie's funny as fuck.
It is. It's great.
Vanessa. Yeah, Annie Potts is great in that.
Yeah.
Hey, look! I'm not scary.
It's also pre his car accident for Empire too.
No, he's still like the super young teen heartthrob. This is like the least. He's awful. This guy playing the psycho is literally just terrible.
He is creepy looking. He looks like he's
kinda. I mean, now why is he just acting like a monkey? It's pretty much what I do for Guar on this whole tour. I sit around.
I saw that on your page. You're like, gotta go to work, and you were like, cool.
Yeah, my fucking butt cheeks hanging out. If you're gonna go Guar, you gotta go far.
My favorite thing you posted the last month was you dancing with the Santa, I think at Home Depot.
Yeah, you gotta have fun where you can have fun on tour. A lot of Home Depot visits when we're on tour. We're gonna fix a lot of shit constantly. I envy bands that are just like 4 dudes going on stage. When you add monsters to the mix and blood spewing and everything else, it gets real interesting. It's a lot of fun, but it's busy fucking days. Even just trying to make this time to watch this fucking piece of shit movie with you was difficult. He's not dead. Now let's roll onto the grass.
Where's his ninja?
I mean, like,
skills?
Chuck Norris is like a legitimate martial arts. Like, he's like a black belt in like several styles, right? Like, we're not seeing any of that. Oh, run him over with the car. This guy's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna stand here. Please kill me. I need this movie to be over.
She just clipped him too. You know, this kind of is like Halloween 3. It seems like the
like
music
3?
and the lighting, nothing like the premise. I just meant just him being like.
I think it's about the same time that was made.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good car roll though. There's an actual stunt happening. It's probably why they hired this guy just because he's a fucking idiot and was willing to do any of this dumb shit. They didn't hire him for his acting skills.
Here's you a movie that I really liked. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I really liked it. It was the new Blade Runner.
I have not seen it, nor will I see it.
I actually liked it.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I love the set pieces, but like, I think I'm in a weird minority. I know, but I think the whole main plot with Harrison Ford and what's her name, Sean Young is terrible. Oh wait, we get in a car crash. Go down the hill. At least give me a good car crash in this movie. We're not even getting that, are we? Fuck you, movie. Yeah, like that. Like the best part of Blade Runner is like fucking Rutger Hauer and Daryl Hannah and the toy maker guy.
Yeah,
that's all. And it's the kind of a minimal subplot through it. I'd rather watch more of that. Oh, Firewalk. All right, that's one Academy Award, according to Ryan Sorensen from Engorged. He rates his movies based on firewalks and eyeball pulling scenes, and he rates them in Academy Awards. So that's one Academy Award at least for a good firewalk. So we got the guy on fire. He walked. Now he's in the lake. We're not going to find him. No, here. Oh shit! Right out. I was expecting that to come after, like, as a shock scene at the end. Can we get some kung fu already?
I know he should like karate chop him into the water, or super kick him into the water.
We need to run away.
Well, if you knew someone that liked Blade Runner, the sequel I thought was pretty.
I've heard that it was like I heard that it was very good.
Well, my favorite part of the film was when we left. There were these like hicks going, "That's dumb. I understand that." It's like you have no idea what you just watched.
Well, it's like a 3-hour fucking long like philosophy lecture,
sure,
right?
That's all it is. It's not.
It's not an action. It's not a sci-fi. I'm like, how did you think this? The first one was a bomb.
Exactly.
How did you think the second one was going to be like? It's got cult status and it's like important artistically.
There you go.
And that's it. Yeah. It's.
Oh wait. Okay. Are we going to get kung fu finally in this fucking movie? Sure seems like it. This is all I want to watch is two sweaty men fight. Yeah. Okay. That was almost that's a little jiu-jitsu. There's kung fu.
Why didn't he just do this earlier? This movie could have ended in like 30 minutes.
Could have watched an hour and a half of like kung fu fighting instead of this horrible piece of shit.
Well, the name Silent Rage, it sounds like a ninja movie.
Well, it's like an hour 40. Like, does it really need to be like? Jesus God, this movie sucks. Oh my God.
He got him with the round.
Speaking of Blade Runner 2049, I was just laughing the other day because like the director, I've read like one article was like, I don't understand why it failed. It's like, well, I do. And then his next thing was, I'd love to make a Star Wars movie. I'm like, I bet you fucking would. Sure. Yeah, guaranteed box office because it just says Star Wars over it. Of course you want to make one. But according to the critics, he'd probably be pretty good at it.
I mean, it is. It's beautiful to look at, and I don't think I like Ryan Gosling in anything. He was good in the film. It's like
not even in what's the one where he's like the driver? Drive.
Yeah, never seen that movie.
Drive's good, and the one where he plays like the cross-dressing rich guy.
Never seen that either.
Oh, that's a good one. It's based on that real story. You know, do you know his name? The guy they did a Netflix documentary on him. And at the end of it, he like confessed his crimes, kind of. I can't remember the guy's name, but he killed his wife. Then he like disappeared somewhere down south, like cross-dressing. Weird. And it's like Ryan Gosling, and it's great. It's a twisted story. I can't remember the actual dude's name, but he's a fucking psychopath who still isn't in jail because he's rich.
I never got to see that.
I hate looking shit up on my phone. I want to just know it, but I'm gonna have to look it up because looking on my phone is more interesting than this fucking movie right now. Robert Durst. Ryan Gosling did a movie based on Robert Durst, and it's fucking great. I don't necessarily like him a whole lot in every movie he's in, but those two are really good. Drives it. Oh, come on, just fucking kill him and end this fucking movie already. He's gonna throw him down a well? Is he gonna be like the well kid they have to dig out later? This is the least suspenseful movie I've ever seen. Oh, you're going to do a lot of good against a fucking superpowered serial killer.
Here's a quick fun question I've always wanted to ask you. I think I know the answer. I hope I do anyway, but maybe I don't. Goonies or Monster Squad?
Monster Squad.
Fucking A.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, solid fist bump.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, Goonies is a good movie. Don't get me wrong; it's fucking.
It is.
It's a great movie, but for my personal taste, I mean, you know, Universal monsters and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
definitely. And I think it was a lot. It was very ahead of its time when you look at like Stranger Things, for sure.
Yeah. See, I still never watched Stranger Things.
It's so okay, it hurts.
Okay.
And it's like there's shit like, you know, guys like these kids have like a Thing poster in their fucking. You know, it's 1982. They have a Thing poster. I'm like, no kids had a Thing poster.
You and I probably did.
No, I had Star Wars shit all over my. I mean, it's not until like really the video boom where I was able to really like, you know, in like when I was like 9, 10, and like, you know, mid 80s, and I was like, you know, going to rent like Evil Dead at a video store.
We could have had a Thing poster.
You couldn't have because they didn't fucking sell that kind of shit.
No, but you and if we could have got a Thing poster,
I'd have one now.
Yeah, sure.
But no fucking like 10-year-old kid had a fucking Thing poster in 1982.
No.
Give me a fucking break. And then like every scene you can just like pull what movie. Okay, the serial killer is now fucking dead. I still don't fucking care. I want Chuck Norris to die. I hate him more now than ever. Let's go home. But the guys like they just dropped him down a well and they know he comes back from the dead. Like multiple times in this movie. He's like, what, we're good? No. Now they're gonna here's the scariest part of the movie where they're gonna show he's alive and tease Silent Rage 2. The fact that there could be a sequel to this movie is the scariest fucking thing to happen. And the gum on your shoe is the grossest thing that's happened.
It's still on the carpet too. Somebody gets to get a gift with that later.
Well, we get. Oh! Hey, it's kind of it's like the ending of Masters, or the post-credit scene in Masters of the Universe where he pops out of the water.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's where they got it from. Oh, god damn it! This movie and everyone I was just put it on top, sticky. We got gum on the floor in the green room. I think it's gum. It's sticky and white. I don't know.
Oh man!
All right. Well, I don't know when you're going to air this. I don't think I have much to plug because
we got the new Exhumed record out.
The Exhumed record's out. Go buy it. We're going to have some shit coming up next year where I actually play with them instead of a fill-in player.
That's what I want to see.
But I mean, no discredit to Matt Slime. Matt Slime's great.
But I want to see,
Yeah, I think we're going to go on the 70,000 tons cruise. And we're planning some West Coast dates, and then there'll be some more shit in the spring.
Are you doing that Colorado thing with them? That Denver?
No, because that's coming up. I think that's December 7th or something.
I didn't know when it was.
I think it's very soon. I'm still on this till mid-December. Then I got to go home and buy Christmas presents really quick for my family.
It's cool.
Because I'm a heathen who celebrates Christmas.
No, that's good.
And yeah, that's about it. We got that record, and then just to mention, Ghoul has some stuff coming out next year, a 7-inch. We haven't revealed who the split, or they haven't revealed who the split is with.
Nice.
And some other shit coming out with the band that I'm on tour with. And Guar's got their comics out. You should buy them. They're funny as fuck. And who else? The U.S. Bastards. I would promote them from this tour. They're great. He is legend. They're killing it. And that's my life right now. Is still just road dogging it.
Cool, man.
So we are the road crew.
It's awesome to have you back on again. And
definitely, I apologize. Just let's send out an apology to any listeners who fucking actually watch this piece of shit.
Sorry about Silent Rage.
Hey, man, someone's got to watch it, right?
Yeah, and we did, and we gave it a good run for almost an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, we killed it.
Yeah, opticals by a shitty fucking group. Special effects by no one. We got 45 seconds left. They didn't even want their name on it. No. So, alright, we got 45 seconds left, and we got guitars. It's the Time for Love. I'll give that. Wait a second. Do you see that? The horrible pop love song in this was sung by Peggy from Married with Children. Go figure. That's the most interesting thing about this movie so far.
Or for Sons of Anarchy, if y'all like that.
Or Sons of Anarchy, or the voice of Leela in Futurama.
Yeah, which is great.
I love Katie Seagal. She's fantastic.
Great. Yeah, she is. She's always wanted to have sex.
So that, all right, now I just understand. And, but yeah, if I can recommend anything from this movie, it's that Katie Seagal doesn't suck.
Yeah, she did some music for you. So.
All right, Silent Rage is over. Fuck this shit. I'm going to work. Are we immediately? Let's make an end to the podcast.
Okay.
End.
This is Dr. Ross Sewage, who you may know from my work in media, film, and music, and you're listening to the Phantasm Podcast.